Welcome to Worthington Home. I'm Chris. Today I'm going to a thrift store I've never been to before. It's called Second Chance Shop, and I'm meeting a viewer of this channel who I've been corresponding with for some time now. She's the one who found this store. She thought it would be a really fun place to check out. So I'm headed there now, and I might stop at a few more places, seeing how the time shakes out. So let's head out. Before I can start my day's adventures, I have to deal with all of these boxes. So, first stop, post office. This is a very pretty plate. Let's get a closer look at this. It was made in Prussia. Beautiful colors on this. This teacup set is lovely with all of the different size plates underneath it. The flower pattern is so pretty. It was made by Block. And this covered bowl is lovely. Looks like some hand painting on this piece. And this was made by Iroquois, USA. Some pretty cobalt glass pieces here, and these plates are absolutely lovely. Worcester, they say. And I like the hydrangeas on this picture. $10 on that piece. This is a really pretty trinket dish. $4 for this. It was made in Limoges, France. Beautiful. Here's another place setting that I love, also made by Block. I don't know a lot about this manufacturer, but there are gorgeous pieces representing today. And here's another one made in France, made in Limoges, France, blue and white. This candle holder with the handle is lovely with the pink roses that I love. $4. This is a Haviland Limoges piece. And this platter is beautiful, but it's got a good sized chip in it. I'm loving this bowl. It's so elegant, but it's heavy. Oh my gosh, this was made in France. I really don't want to ship this piece. I think it would be a bear to ship. Here's a look at this store in general. It really is curated and organized. Such a pretty place. These cups are charming. The pattern on them is so pretty. They were made by Oneida Select Collection Blue Lattice. And again, more place settings. Yep, that's Block. Wow, just beautiful pieces, one after another. Here is another one made by Block, Limoges, France. I'm going to snap up some of these, I think, because they are stunning. Limoges, France. Here is a little peek at some of the clothes in this store. Lots of people were thumbing through these clothes and coming out with some real treasures. I just stepped into the dressing room with this top. I love the pink flowers on this. I wonder if it will fit me. It's looking pretty good. I think we might have a keeper here, folks. A little big, but if I throw it in the dryer, I think that will all shake out. Okay, we're on to our next store. Here we are at a store called Favarh, if I'm saying that right, in Canton, Connecticut. I like this little stack of plates very much. The set is $30, and this was made in Bavaria, I think it said. They are beautiful. I think that's a little Evesham canister with a lid. And here's another little set. see. Yeah, very pretty. This set is really beautiful. I like the blue on this. This was made in England. W.M. Grindley doesn't sell that well for me, but they do make some really pretty pieces. $75 for this whole big set. Here's a really pretty coffee pot. Let's see, this was made in Germany. Very pretty pattern on this piece. I like this pretty cake plate with the handles and the pretty pink flowers. Let's see. I think this says Austria. It's very beautiful. I love cake plates. As you know, if you watch this channel, especially if they have handles. This is a pretty teapot for $8. I like the roses. I like the gold details as well. Very elegant. I'm sorry my camera's coming up a little blurry here and there. This little piece is $5. And this is a really cute, maybe a little planter for $5. Made in China. Oh boy, there's a lot of good stuff on this little table. $40 for all of this Limoges. It is so beautiful. I love the shape of these pieces as well. Oh, the pink flowers, the gold details, the handles. It's got all the good things happening here. Let's take a little closer look. This was made by B&H. And I like this little dish. I don't know if this is like a little relish dish, a little pickle dish. This is Noritake. Very lovely with the gold details. And this is another Noritake piece for $25. And here's a pretty little bowl. I wonder if it's missing its lid. And another little dish. This was, I don't know where that's made, but I like it. I like these little corner shelves. This is a really pretty piece. And I like this mirrored cabinet. It's like a little vanity for a bathroom. And up above, you can see lots of nice framed prints for sale. I'm feeling tempted by this Port Marion napkin holder, but it wasn't made in England. And I think this is just the kind of piece that Iris would really appreciate destroying. So why go there, right? Let's just not even tempt her. Here's a pretty cup and saucer, Abington China, $4 for this. And this one's so sweet, Best Wishes, $6. It's got a nice iridescent quality, KPM it says. Made in China or Japan. This is a lovely cover dish. This is Limoges. And here is a pretty stack of plates. This was made by Lennox. They want $50 for this set, which is reasonable, but not for resale. This is another gorgeous pattern. This is actually Royal Dalton, and I comped this out and the numbers were not working in my favor. These are really cute cups. I like the pattern. It has kind of an Amish look to it. Johnson Brothers Staffordshire Hearts and Flowers, $65 for this whole set. It is very charming. Again, not really for resale. Copeland Spode in the buttercup pattern. Aren't those sweet? I love those. And this is beautiful. This is Lennox Charleston. I have some pieces like this on my eBay store right now. There's so many pieces here. I like these plates very much, but they're all taped together and I can't seem to turn them over. $35 for this set of 6. And here's another pretty teacup and saucer for $5. This is Queen Anne bone china. I like those blue flowers. Here's a bigger shot at the store. This mirror is so beautiful. That would look lovely on top of a dresser. $80 for this pretty mirror. And I like the table that it's on as well. It is gorgeous and really nice condition. This table is $50. Such a nice piece. And there's a little curio cabinet. Okay, that was so much fun. Now we're headed to Goodwill. We'll see what we can find. Here it is, the Goodwill I have tried and tried and tried to get to, and I have failed and failed and failed until today. Let's see if it was worth the wait. Well, there is no question that there is lots of merchandise on these shelves today, and it is super busy here. And I have this massive carriage that barely fits down the aisle. This is a beautiful plate. I love the pattern on this, but it's $5, unfortunately. These are really pretty as well. I like the cheerful yellow flowers on these. I can't see the back stamp very well. I think it's Tin Shan, if I'm not mistaken. This is another lovely set. I love the rims on this. Let's see who made this. This was made by, well, made in Japan. Is that stone china? Not sure, but very pretty. This vase is lovely with the etched flower details. I don't need a vase. This one's $5 and it's very attractive. This is a nice piece, but oh, look at that big old chip. You can't overlook something quite that big. This is a little studio pottery piece made in 1988, I would suppose. And this is a lovely plate. This was in a little plate stand or hanger, Royal Austria, $3. Very nice, and that looks like they were maybe displayed together. The one underneath it was made in Bavaria, also $3. This is a very pretty divided plate or divided tray. This was hand-painted, made in Japan, $5 on this piece. Here is the ginormous carriage. It is too big. It doesn't fit down the aisles. This is a nice yellow teapot for $8. Just says China & Co. pearl pattern. And here's a lot of just different bits and pieces just to give you a sense of the store. There's some bins with items that haven't made their way to the shelf yet. It's a nice sofa. Don't love the color, but you know, it could work. And as I said, shelves full of things. And I think you can get a sense of how many people are here today. It's very busy here. This chair is stunning. And if I had a booth, I would snap this up in a heartbeat. It's $8. It looks pristine. And the upholstery on this is really nice as well. It's killing me to leave it here, but I have no place for it. And this is another really nice chair with kind of a low back. I think that's, I don't know if that's only $5 for that chair. Again, if I had a booth, I would grab that. Very nice piece. And there's some other really good chairs here too. This suitcase is really charming. I like it a lot. It was made by Warren and it's $8. Unfortunately, it has a lot of condition issues. Otherwise, I would buy it. Look how nice and clean it is on the inside. Really good, but here's where the problems are. You see, it looks like it's been chewed by angry chipmunks on the corners. And I think that is just a deal breaker, unfortunately. And you see all around the bottom. But this was genuine cowhide. Here I am with my new friend Margie.
And here I am with my new friend Chris.
We're having such a great day.
Perfect, just perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. We're on our way to lunch at a place that Margie has recommended, and I'm starving. All right, we're gonna go up the pathway. Look at these pretty yellow flowers. Here we are, Beans & Co. Such a pretty building. I am ready for lunch. And check out this message where everyone belongs. I love that. Okay, we had a fantastic day. I had so many fun things that I found, that I bought. I can't wait to show you. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful drive, and I'm ready to head home now. I had such a great time thrifting with my friend Margie. As I mentioned, I had met her through this channel. We had been emailing a little bit back and forth for a while and trying to get our schedules to match. We kept hitting roadblocks. Finally, we got together. And it's so funny when I actually meet people from this channel because the second we start talking, we have all of these things in common and we just hit it off like a house on fire. It's really funny. It's not like when you usually meet people and you try to figure out where is your common ground. It's like the common ground is already established. So it's really fun. And anyway, Margie was so sweet. She gave me a couple of things that I love, especially this beautiful pin, which she gave to me because she knows I love pink flowers and because this is a kind of pin she used to wear in her high school, and she recently came across kind of a lot of them, and so now she gives them out to people that she thinks will appreciate them. So I love this, and even though it's not French, I think she said it's actually English, if I'm not mistaken. This is gonna go in the Limoges cabinet because it's the pink flower that I love, and I think it's sweet, and that way I'll see it every day. So I love that. And this is really funny. This is definitely a sign that she watches this channel. She gave me this, a magnifying glass, because how often do I say, I can't really see what that says? Like all the time, right? And this has a little light as well. So this will really come in handy, and this is actually gonna stay in my bag next to my measuring tape, which is the other thing I always find I need. So Margie, if you're watching, thank you for your thoughtfulness. She also gave me a coupon to a Goodwill that's near me, and a little article on Limoges, China from Limoges. That was really fun. And then she brought a shopping bag for me. She must have known I was gonna come ill prepared because I always do. Again, she watches the channel. So great introduction. Oh my gosh, and I have to tell you the funniest part. I typed in second chance shop into Waze, and it brought me to this building right here, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's closed and there's no cars here. So it turns out that Waze took me to second chance shop in Hebron instead of Glastonbury. When I realized my mistake, I immediately tried to get in touch with Margie. I didn't have her phone number, just her email. I let her know what happened. She was so nice. She said, don't worry, take your time. I'll be here in Glastonbury when you get here. So I appreciated that she had such a good attitude about it. I felt very much like the absent-minded professor. I ended up making my way back to Glastonbury, where the second chance shop was both open. There were cars there, and Margie was waiting for me with a smile on her face. So it all worked out, but I did feel a little bit foolish. I guess Waze is only as effective as the person who plugs the information into it, right? Anyway, let's get to the good stuff, because let me tell you, the second chance shop was fantastic. Ooh, I see a little glare in the cabinet. Let's move over. It was fantastic, and I bought so many things. I hardly know what to show you first, but I guess I'll start with this big, I don't know, I guess this is like a casserole. It is so pretty. It's got the different fruits on it. I love this. And this was $4 and made in France. So right up my alley. I love this. In theory, it's going on my store. In reality, we'll see what I do. Oh my gosh, I also found so many beautiful pieces of Limoges china. So china from Limoges. I know that's not the brand, it's from Limoges. So I'll show you, they were like whole place settings that I picked up. Like this one. And I'm gonna hold up a plate so you can see the design better. So for this stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, this was $6. Can you see the design on the rim? Licorice is doing some tap dancing. And here's the back. So this is Limoges, France, Chambord block. So I don't know much about that manufacturer. I imagine this is a newer company. And here is the teacup. And then it comes, of course, as I showed you before, with the 3 different size plates. I guess a bread plate or a dessert plate, a luncheon or salad, and a dinner. And I think they are so elegant. But I ended up buying 2 additional sets that were much the same in terms of pieces. So let me go grab those. Okay, I bought this beautiful gold set. So again, all the different pieces. Here's the little teacup so you can see the pretty gold rim. And this is the same maker, this pattern that says Limoges. Oh, this one says Loire, France block. So I guess the Chambord was the pattern. The manufacturer must be block. So here it is. And so that's the teacup. And here are the beautiful place settings. So again, this was $6 for 5 pieces. And I think it is absolutely beautiful. So that was the second set. Did I just bump the tripod? I think I did. I'll say Licorice did it. Licorice did it. Wasn't me. Nope, wasn't me. And then here is the third big set. Same manufacturer. Here is the pretty pattern. I'll give you a close-up of this before I finish up for today. And I absolutely love it. Same manufacturer, as I said, and also $6 for the 5 pieces. So these will go on my eBay store, and I'm gonna sell them exactly as they are. I'm gonna sell them as a whole place setting because I think that's a really nice way to do it. Okay, so the next thing I picked up were these 2 beautiful plates. So not a full setting like before, just the dinner plate and the salad or luncheon plate with the beautiful flowers. And this is interesting because it's still block, same manufacturer. It's a Chateau Fleur, but this one says it was made in Langenthal, Spain. So I don't know if they have 2 branches of this company. I know nothing about it. I'm gonna have to just do a little research, but I thought they were beautiful, and for $1 a piece, I was really happy to find them. Then I picked up this little set. It says $6, but they discounted it because it said 5 pieces originally, and this is only 4. So I guess this is missing the dinner plate. And it's got, again, really pretty flowers on it. This set, and all of these sets that I picked up, are just the kind of thing I really love. Here's the salad plate. I think you can see more detail in that. And this, again, is block, and it's Limoges, France, and the pattern is Marley. I have a friend whose daughter's name is Marley. So that was a great set. It's always good not to break the fragile china when I'm showing it to you. And then, okay, this I loved. This was $4. It's a little candlestick. Look at the pink flowers. You know I love those. This is a Haviland Limoges piece made in Limoges by Haviland. And I'm definitely keeping this. This is perfect for my Limoges china cabinet, which is behind me with the terrible glare, which is why I'm turning the camera. Yeah, happy to have this piece at $4. Love the little handle on this. I think it's really cute. Would have been even better if there were 2, but I'm happy to have the 1. I picked up this pretty trinket dish. It has such a nice pattern on it. This was $4, and this is another piece made in Limoges, France. So I really hit the Limoges, France jackpot at this store, which I love to do. And of course, this kind of thing is beautiful if you want to keep candies in it. It's great for keeping jewelry in. It's just a nifty little plate for any of a variety of things. And I really like the shape of it too. I think the shape is so unique. So really, really like that. And then the last thing I got at this beautiful store that I can't say enough about, and apparently they have other locations, like other branches of the store. So I can check some of those out as well. I bought this pretty top that fits me really well. I tried it on and it fits with the theme of the day because we've got the pink flowers on it. So I could wear my pink flower pin with my pink flower top and I would be ready to go with my pink flowered Limoges. I sense a pattern happening here. What do you think? So after Second Chance Shop, we went to Canton to a store called Favarh, which of course I've already shown you. And it was a really nice store. They had a lot of pretty things. Nothing that was at a price that I could resell, but they have periodic sales. And I think if I hit the store during a sale, I would probably be able to pick some stuff up. And I would say to you that if you're just looking for yourself, definitely go there. Their prices were good. They were fine, just not for resale, but most people aren't resellers, so then it doesn't matter. They also had a lot of clothes. I didn't spend much time at all going through the clothes, but it looked like they had some nice things there. And yeah, lots of things tempted me, including a Port Marion piece I really thought about, but you know, I recently, if you watch my video, if you saw my video on my full day of thrifting in Wallingford, you might recall I got a salt and pepper shaker set that was Port Marion. It didn't make it 24 hours before Iris climbed the shelves and knocked them over, shattering the salt. The pieces are big enough that I could probably glue them, but you know, it gets old. I'll tell you, it gets old. I love my kitties. You know I love my kitties, but that kind of thing, it's not my favorite. So I figured let's not pick up another little thing that they're gonna just smash to the ground. I left it there for somebody who doesn't have destructo cats in their life. Here's my broken Port Marion salt shaker. You can see the pieces are pretty big, so I can try to glue them together, but I'm not convinced that all of the pieces are here. Anyway, I didn't even have this for 24 hours before they were knocked down on a pretty high shelf, so pretty disheartening. I love my cats. I don't love it when they break my stuff. So our last stop was Goodwill in Avon, which I have tried to go to and failed 2 times before. The first time because there was a weird power outage in the neighborhood, and so everything was closed, including Goodwill. And the second time I had planned to go to Goodwill, but there was a tag sale in my own neighborhood that was so fabulous. I ended up buying lots of things and figured that was it for the day. So finally I got to Goodwill in Avon. It was very busy. I would say the prices are higher than what I'm accustomed to in my own neck of the woods. So something to think about. And I think if we had gone during a less crowded time, like a less popular time to go, we might have found more. I have a feeling they get some nice things in that store just based on what I saw while I was there. But I ultimately didn't pick up too much. I found these candlesticks, which I really like. They are quite large. Here they are. You can see quite hefty. Look at them next to my head, really pretty big. But they have a very nice flower pattern on them. And they need a wash for sure. $3 a piece for them, which is weird to me because they are a set. So why would you price them separately? That's Goodwill for you. And they're called Orchard in Bloom, and they were designed by, looks like Catherine McClang for Lenox, and it was made by Lenox. You can still see the Goodwill tag there up at the top. But that's the back stamp. I don't know a lot about this arrangement and this person who designed it, but I did think they were pretty. I loved the flowers. So I picked those up. And I also picked up, oh, and those will go on my eBay store. And then I picked up this pretty little piece of tullware I thought was really nice. This was $2, so good price. And it's just a little can, in theory, with the lid that opens, in theory. We'll just pretend it opens. I'm not gonna try any harder. I'm gonna hurt myself. But yeah, I like this, and I will put this on my hutch in the kitchen where my other unbreakable cat-friendly things go. So not a lot there, but again, we were there at a busy time. I think it was around 1 o'clock when we were there, so pretty crowded. But Margie got a few things. She got a bunch of things, and she got a lot of things that were at the discounted price, the color of the day price. She's got a good eye for that sort of thing, and she had, I think, some pretty good success. Afterwards, we went out to lunch. It was a wonderful place called Beans, and it has a great story to it because apparently the owners decided to open this place that would be friendly towards employing and welcoming people with disabilities. And I think the owner's daughter or a close family member has a disability, but was, somebody who wanted to work and wanted to contribute and could do lots of wonderful things. And so they created this place where everybody could go and feel welcome and accepted, which, oh my gosh, the former school psychologist and special ed director in me loves that kind of thing more than I can say. If I lived closer to it, I would go very often. I had maybe the best cup of coffee of my life there. It was a naughty coffee. It was not my usual black coffee. It was a coconut mocha latte. I would like more of those in my life, please. And we both also got salads that were excellent. And I brought home, they had a little area for takeout food. And I got one of my favorite things, which is curry chicken salad. Love curry chicken salad. So I brought that home with me, and that was awesome. So yeah, totally successful day. Really fun. I enjoyed Margie's company more than I can tell you. And I'm allowed to use her name, and I'm allowed to share this picture. Here's a picture of the two of us at the Goodwill in Avon. You can tell we were having a really good time. So that was my haul. I could not have been happier. Again, great day, fun day. So fun meeting Margie. So great to pick up some awesome things for the store. Some things that I'm gonna keep. So just to recap, I'm keeping the candlestick holder. I'm keeping the Tollware jar that I can't open, and this pretty top that I would have loved to have worn for you for this video, but I haven't had a chance to wash it yet. My son and his girlfriend are here from college, and they are definitely commandeering the laundry room. So I'm gonna go near that place until they leave, because they have large bags full of stuff. And yeah, just best that they do what they need to do. This shirt can wait. Here is a closer look at the candlestick I bought. It's so pretty. And here is the back stamp. There we go. It was blurry there for a moment. And here is this sweet little pin that was given to me as a gift. Oh boy, it says something on the back. Wait, I know, I have a magnifying glass. I can find out. Hang on. Okay, I used my new find. This says Artone Bone China, made in England. Holy moly, I can see. What a miracle. Where's that thing been all my life? At the store where I could have easily purchased it, I guess. I've already brought the rest of the china upstairs so that I could photograph it. So I'm sorry that it's not on my pretty tablecloth, but at least I can give you that close-up so you can see it properly. Here's the Limoges, what does it say? Provence, France set. Very beautiful. Here's the set with the gold. I absolutely love that. And this is the Loire pattern. Down here we have this guy with the pretty flowers. There's a better look. And this is the one that was the Marley pattern. Here's the first set I showed you with the pretty gray details around the rim, and this was chambord. And over here is the beautiful trinket dish. And here are the 2 pieces that I showed you. Love that. And this was the one, I think that says Spain. Yep, Langenthal, Spain. I've never been to Spain. Here are the candlesticks. Actually, these need to go back downstairs because I didn't wash these. I'm just realizing. The pretty print on them. And here we go. Orchard in bloom, made for Lennox. And I'm missing oh, I know where the casserole is. I put that in this laundry bag, this laundry bin for right now. I do odd things to try to keep stuff away from the cats. So this is really beautiful. Made in France. And what I'll do is anything that needs to be washed that's already up here, I will wash in the bathroom sink. And then this is where I photograph everything. And after they get photographed, they go into the attic in bins. I'll show you that. Okay, we're gonna go right down the hallway. See, I wanna get a pair of lamps for these stands. So I have a nice tall skinny lamp of some kind on either side. That would be nice light because there is no light down this side of the hallway. So something I'm looking for. I'll find them at some point. I'm gonna go upstairs. I live in a house full of stairs. And these are my bins. These are all of my eBay storage bins. And behind it is just stuff that I keep in the attic. Those are the bins. You'll notice they all have numbers on them. Bin 7, bin 10. And so then I keep a spreadsheet that tells me what item is in which bin. And it works okay. I could definitely use more space. And then up here are some of the bigger items that I don't necessarily feel like putting in the bins because I just feel like they might get damaged. This little picture was my mother-in-law's. That's not going in the bins, or it's also not for sale. And then this is my own storage in here. And then these shelves are where things go when I'm waiting to list them. And a lot of times things never make it into the bins. They just get sold right from here. And then above it, if you've watched my vlogs, you'll remember I got this little cabinet, this little shelf set at a church tag sale, and I keep a lot of coronation ware in there and royal family memorabilia and a couple of teapots on top. The teapot to the left, that yellow one, is on my eBay store, and the other 2 are mine. So that's my system. Sometimes I put things here. This is actually a really good lamp back here that used to be in the sunroom, but because the cats like to break lamps, it's here for safekeeping. It's much better off here for right now. So that's just kind of the system. Here's the paper I use to wrap things before it goes in the bins. I wrap things really carefully because I don't want any breakage while they're here. So this is how we do it. The big downside to all of this is it involves going up and down multiple flights of stairs, and my knee does not love that, but we work it out. Okay, let's go into the cabinet. I am gonna put this very pretty pin right here. I think it looks nice with all the other pink pieces. And I'm gonna take this pretty candlestick, and I think for right now, it's just gonna go on my stack of plates. But it looks really nice with all of the other pieces. Very happy. And of course, that little bird is not anything to do with France or pink roses, but I just like him. Nice additions. Here are the unbreakables on my hutch, and I think that canister looks really pretty and goes well with his friends. Have I ever shown you this chicken? I love this metal chicken. My administrative assistant, who was then and is now my very dear friend when I was a principal, went to Italy with her husband and picked this up for me when she was there because I have chickens and she knows I love them, and this made her think of me, which I thought was so sweet. I've had this thing 4 years and I thought it went well with the Unbreakables. So there's my chicken. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you my friend, Frankensalt. Yes, Frankensalt has died and been resurrected against its will, clumsily done, clumsily glued, definitely broken. And I know you're probably thinking to yourself, where can I get such a beautiful piece of porcelain? And unfortunately, this just isn't going to be available to you. First of all, you can't have Frankensalt unless you also have Destructo cats. Neither will be available on my eBay store. I don't know who could possibly continue to go on without this beautiful piece in their home, but I want you to try to be brave. Alas, there can only be one Frankensalt, and it is mine. No matter how many of my things they break, they are so cute, I forgive them every time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was as fun for you to watch as it was for me to make. And if you did, if you would please just take a moment and hit like. And if you haven't already, if you would please subscribe. My subscribers have been growing, which is so wonderful. Actually, it's because my subscriptions are growing that I'm actually able now to do 3 videos a week instead of 2, which I'm going to try my best to keep up with. 3 is much more time consuming, but I would just be lying if I didn't tell you I love doing them. It is so much fun, and I can't tell you how much fun it is to share the things I find with people who also enjoy those things. And I hope you'll keep the comments coming. I absolutely love them. And I will tell you, one of my favorite comments that I receive are when people tell me about things they also have, or they remember from their childhood, or something that I've seen or picked up, or maybe even something that I have, and they say, oh, my grandmother had that, or I inherited that set from my aunt, or I remember my mother using that. I love those. But they're all good. So please keep the comments coming. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your laundry room doesn't look or smell like mine. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.